Hey there, everybody. Lee Justice here with Going Loud Gaming. This is part 2 of the Life is Strange playthrough, episode 1 playthrough, that is. If you haven't watched part 1 yet, I recommend you go check it out. It's really just detailing why I decided to play this game and what this thing you're seeing in front of you right now is. So let's get back into the game.
What if Arbus chose to capture people at the height of their beauty or innocence? She had a brilliant eye.
So as you can see,
She could have taken another approach.
graphics are a bit better than,
I have to admit, I'm not a
Walking
big fan
Dead
for work.
and Tales from the
I
Borderlands,
prefer
but then again, this
Robert
doesn't
Frank.
come from Telltale
Me
Studios,
too, Victoria.
but I don't think anybody can
He
help
captured the
but
essence of
compare it
post-war
to
Eden
Telltale
America.
Studio
I should
games.
take a picture to
Honesty
prove
had
I'm
the
still
advantage.
here.
Alright, we're gonna
Plus,
advance
it's
the
better
story
than
here
having
by
a photo.
taking a selfie.
You don't have beauty without a beat. Which explains why Frank was Kerouac's photographic muse. Shh. I believe Max has taken what you kids call a selfie. A dumb word for a wonderful photographic tradition. And Max has a gift. Of course, as you all know, the photo portrait has been popular since the early 1800s. Your generation was not the first to use images for selfie expression. Sorry, I couldn't resist. The point remains that the portraiture has always been a vital aspect of art and photography for as long as it's been around. Now, Max, since you've captured our interest and clearly want to join the conversation, can you please tell us the name of the process that gave birth to the first self-portraits?
Now this is pretty interesting. I'm not gonna spoil it for you, you'll see later how dialogue trees will work out. But they did it in a very cool way.
I did know, but I kind of forgot.
You either know this or not, Max. Is there anybody here who knows their stuff?
Louis Daguerre was a French painter who created daguerreotypes, a process that gave portraits a sharp reflective style like a mirror. Now you're totally stuck in the retro zone. Sad face.
Very good, Victoria. The Daguerrean process brought out fine detail in people's faces, making them extremely popular from the 1800s onward. The first American daguerreotype self-portrait was done by Robert Cornelius. You can find out all about him in your textbook, or even online. And guys, don't forget the deadline to submit a photo in the Everyday Heroes contest. I'll fly out with the winner to San Francisco, where you'll be feted by the art world. It's great exposure, and it can kickstart a career in photography. So Stella and Alyssa, get it together. Taylor, don't hide. I'm still waiting for your entry too. And yes, Max, I see you pretending not to see me.
So here we are, finally off the table here.
Victoria
My
doesn't waste a
one,
second kissing
uh,
ass.
My one complaint about this game is that there's a lot of things that you can actually miss. For example, here, if we come back here, there's a computer screen here, and if I were to click on this, there would be a little bit of dialogue that Max, the main character, would say about the computer. She'd comment on it, comment on the images that are on the screen, but this could be completely missed. And normally that wouldn't be a big deal because most people are going to be exploring the whole room anyway in traditional Telltale game style of playing games, but there are some important things that you can just miss, like these etched marks here. There's these photo opportunities that are never even explained to you that you could miss because you don't even really pay attention to this. I mean, why would you even walk over to this table? Etched marks. Cool. I don't want to hear dialogue about that. I walk away. I am going to go ahead and take the photo, though. So, I mean, those are just some little things that you could miss. There's also, for example, Victoria, the girl over there, who is, the mean, popular girl, obviously. This is her tablet, and it says use. And my first playthrough, I didn't want to use it because I didn't want her to be, all up in my face about using her tablet. So sometimes you run into these kind of confusing little moments, but this is fine. You can go ahead and
I
use
should
it.
have known. She'll have better equipment than Blackwell.
So, I mean, those are just little things. If you're really looking for it, if you're really willing to, go ahead and click on things, it's not that big of a deal. One thing that I think is really cool is they have all, the they have the description for the camera and everything, but if you just press the X button, you'll get a very nice, spelled out display of whatever is on the thing you're looking at. So if you're looking at like a sticky note that has, handwritten words on it, but you can't understand the handwriting, you just press the X button, it'll come up with this typed out version, which I liked a lot. Alright, so we are going to go talk to the teacher now about that photo contest.
Excuse me, Mr. Jefferson, can I talk to you for a moment?
Yes. Excuse you.
No, Victoria. Excuse us. I'd never let one of photography's future stars avoid handing in her picture.
You might think, looking at the two dialogue options that I've had so far, this one and the one earlier, that, there's really limited dialogue options. There's actually not. You'll see what I mean about that later on. But I'll just let the story continue to play out.
I didn't have any time. Way too much homework.
Max, you're a better photographer than a liar. Now, I know it's a drag to hear some old dude lecture you, but life won't wait for you to play catch up. You're young, the world is yours, blah, 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 right? But you do have a gift. You have the fever to take images, to frame the world only the way you envision it. Now, all you need is the courage to share your gift with others. And that's what separates the artist from the amateur.
Okay, so, this guy, for whatever reason, likes to scold people a lot. He's kind of a dick. But there is a person back here that you can sometimes just completely skip over, and a paper ball that got through at her in a cutscene that, again, you could just completely skip over.
I wouldn't have read this. Purge.
So, as you can see here, this is sort of the handwriting that, I can read this fine. Some people might have difficulty reading it. Press X. There you go. You got a typed out version. You can read it easily. So let's go ahead and talk to Kate here.
Hi, Kate.
Oh. Hi, Max.
And then again, most dialogue options are going to be very linear with one or you never have one option. Two options, maybe three, but you'll see how they open up later on in the game.
You seem quiet today.
Just thinking too much.
I hear that. Wanna go grab a cup of tea and bitch about life?
Thanks, but not today. I have to go over homework.
No worries. Let's hang later.
Sure.
Alrighty. So yeah, I like the general art style of this game, and I think because they went with a slightly more stylized version, rather than trying to go completely photorealistic, the hair doesn't bother me as much as it would if these were like super detailed faces and super detailed textures, and then really blocky clay looking. Let's go ahead and exit the room now.
You didn't tell me how cute I looked yet.
I was about to.
Just getting
You
ready.
always
Welcome to the real world.
Just cute.
hot.
Then I might send you a special picture.
I'm not paying $150
Because
for
Max wants everybody to see how cute she is. She plays it so sharp.
I need a serious timeout in the bathroom. Splash water on my face and make sure I don't look like a total loser.
I hate that class. It's so fucking.
Now, another thing you're about to see, or rather hear, the music in this game is phenomenal in my opinion. Now, I don't usually listen to music like this, kind of a softer beat, I guess some people would even call it like hipster type music. I don't generally listen to music like this, but it just lends to the atmosphere so well. You can actually get a description on all these students by looking at them, so I actually do want to do that just to give you guys some more insight into the world. So I'm going to cut the video here, and in part 3 we'll get descriptions on most of these students.